Why smart people stay broke and how to break the cycle. You're not stupid. You know that. You read, you think, you understand things faster than most people in the room. You can explain compound interest, talk about investing, and list every reason why saving money matters. And yet, your bank account doesn't reflect any of that. And that gap between what you know and where you are, that's what keeps you up at night. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Being smart is not enough. In fact, sometimes being smart is the exact thing holding you back. Because smart people have a very specific set of traps they fall into, traps that average thinkers never even encounter. So if you've ever wondered why you're educated, aware, and still financially stuck, this is for you. One that you're addicted to learning instead of doing. Smart people love information. They research everything. They watch one more video, read one more article, take one more course. And they call it preparation. But here's the truth that at some point, preparation becomes procrastination with a smarter name. You don't need another book on investing. You need to open the account. You don't need to finish the course. You need to start the thing the course is teaching you to do. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. Real wealth is built in the doing, not the knowing. Point two, that you overthink every decision. Smart people see every angle, every risk, every possible way something could go wrong. And because they can see the downside so clearly, they freeze. They wait for the perfect moment. The perfect plan, the perfect market condition, but perfect never comes. While smart people are still calculating, someone with half the knowledge and twice the courage already started, already failed, already learned, already moved forward. Done is better than perfect. Imperfect action beats perfect inaction every single time. Point three, that you undervalue money because you value ideas. Here's something most smart people won't admit. They secretly look down on money. They think caring too much about it is shallow, unintellectual. Beneath them so they underprice their work. They avoid talking about money. They feel guilty charging what they're worth. But money is not the enemy of intelligence. Money is a tool, and refusing to master it doesn't make you wise. It just keeps you broke. Start valuing your skills. Charge what you're worth. Stop apologizing for wanting financial freedom.
For that you rely on your intelligence instead of building systems. Smart people believe they can figure things out on the fly. And they usually can. That's the problem. Because when you're smart enough to survive without a system, you never build one. You keep improvising. You keep reacting. You handle every financial decision in the moment instead of setting up structures that work while you sleep. Budgets, automatic savings, investment plans. These aren't for people who can't think. They're for people who are smart enough to know that willpower runs out, but systems don't. Build the system. Then trust at point five that you surround yourself with other smart broke people. Your circle is comfortable, that they're interesting, thoughtful, great conversation. But nobody in the group is building wealth. Nobody talks about assets. Nobody challenges you to do more with your money. And slowly, without realizing it, staying broke starts to feel normal. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If none of them are moving forward financially, neither will you. Not because you're not capable, because your environment is quietly telling you this is just how things are. Find people who are doing what you want to do, not to copy them. Be challenged by them. 6, that you let ego block the basics. Smart people sometimes skip the fundamentals because they feel too simple. Budgeting feels beneath them. Tracking expenses feels tedious. Starting small feels insulting to their potential. So they wait to make the big move, the big investment, the big business idea. And while they're waiting for big, they're bleeding small. Daily spending leaks, subscriptions they forgot about, habits that quietly drain the account. Wealth isn't built by one big decision, that it's protected by 1,000 small ones. Swallow the ego. The basics. Master the boring stuff. That's where freedom hides. 7, that you know the problem but won't commit to the solution. This is the deepest trap of all. Smart people can diagnose their financial problems with surgical precision. They know exactly what they're doing wrong. They've analyzed it, they've even explained it to others. But knowing and changing are two completely different things. Change requires commitment, discomfort, showing up when it's not exciting anymore. That IT requires you to act against your old habits, even when your brain says not yet. You already know enough. You have known enough for a while now. The only thing left is the decision. The real one, not the one you make watching a video at midnight. The one you wake up and act on tomorrow morning. That's a point 7 reasons smart people stay broke. And every single one of them is fixable. You are not broken. You are not behind. You're just one decision away from closing the gap between what you know and how you live. So pick one of these, just one, the one that hit hardest, and do something about it today. Not tomorrow, not after one more video. Today, because the world doesn't need more smart people who are broke. It needs smart people who finally decided to act. That's you. Now go.